Robert A. Bob Mays. Born October 16, 1921, Bob Mays graduated from Quincy Public Schools, Gem City Business College, and Northwestern University before following in the footsteps of his older brother and volunteering as an ensign in the United States Navy in 1942. His brother was killed in action the following year.
He was at home during the Christmas that the messenger came up to the front door and knocked on the door and told him and his mom and dad that Uncle Dick had been shot down and was missing. And I know that had a tremendous impact on him. I think Dad really felt like this world lost somebody great. And I think he felt that, I think it drove him to kind of do a little bit more, not just for Uncle Dick's memory, but for the community that they had both grown up in.
Mays' 12-year military career included 18 months of active duty in Brazil and managing food service for 12,000 personnel at Great Lakes Training Center, where he helped develop a recipe card system that revolutionized Navy food service. Mays was honorably discharged as a lieutenant commander in 1954. The endurance and resolution Mays learned in the Navy, as well as the faith he developed from his membership in the First Union Congregational Church, benefited him in the business world, where he would become a partner or sole proprietor of almost 20 businesses. He worked as a traveling salesman in his father's flavor manufacturing company. He operated Mississippi Valley Canteen Service Company and a companion vending company, the Host Room Banquet Facility, the Little Indian Trading Post, the Red Carpet Lounge, and the Open Pantry. He spearheaded the effort to develop Quincy Island, and he became a realtor in 1964.
He was not afraid to try something different, ever. If you believe in something, you got to go for it. You've got to, and you've got to be open to the changes that life hands you and the circumstances that change and stuff like that. And I think Dad was extraordinarily open to those kinds of things. Several of them did not succeed, and yet he'd find the next one.
Mays' long-lasting gift to the Quincy community has been seeing the unseen. His vision as a realtor has left an indelible mark on Quincy's downtown. He has owned, rented, leased, or sold almost 50 properties in the historic Quincy Business District, including the Forum at 415 Hampshire, the Park Hotel at 3rd and Hampshire, the Newcomb Hotel at 3rd and Main, and the State Savings Loan and Trust Building at 428 Main.
It is the gateway to our town. And it was, I think he still wishes it to be the thriving center that it once was. And, he's done a lot of things down there. He's focused a lot of efforts down there, and I think he's not done yet.
In an attempt to lure a national hotel franchise to the downtown area in the mid-1980s, Mays orchestrated an investor group to purchase the land, buildings, and businesses between York and Jersey Streets from 3rd to 4th Streets.
Downtown was needing an identity, and Bob had met Mr. Albanese and recognized that Peter Albanese had the potential to bring to the Central Business District or the downtown a full-service Holiday Inn. Something new, something relatively elaborate, and something that might in fact encourage future growth in the downtown. And it was a very extraordinary project because he needed to work with the city and with the downtown redevelopment people. There were buildings in the way that had to come down, one of which was actually Bob's. And the result was the full-service Holiday Inn, which has led to very many additional successes.
In 1993, Mays was instrumental in securing a consultant named Bob Teska to develop a plan for revitalization of the Central Business District, a plan that is still forecasting our downtown's future.
Bob always seemed to be one of the first people willing to come forward and take a unique step when nobody else had the courage and the confidence to do that. He told me one time that he was told by his father that if you see a need, fill it. And apparently that's a part of his legacy today in the way he thinks about our community.
Mays guided investors who wished to turn 75 acres of farmland into a subdivision south of Spring Lake Country Club. What started as a 70-lot subdivision has expanded several times and now includes 139 homes and 44 condominiums. He has volunteered tirelessly for Quincy's betterment. He was part of the so-called Long Board that served the Quincy Park District from 1947 to 1976 and developed the unwritten objective of a park within a mile of every home in Quincy. The newest park at 18th and Cooks Lane is named in his honor. He has served 40 years on the board of directors for the Quincy Museum, helping that organization buy and move into its permanent home in the Newcomb-Stillwell Mansion at 16th and Main in 1980. A founding member of the Joint Industrial Development Commission of Adams County, now GREDF, the Community Foundation of the Quincy area, and the Indian Creek Development Corporation, Mays has served on the boards of numerous other nonprofit organizations. Today, he continues his 62-year membership in the Quincy Noon Kiwanis Club and is a supporter of political candidates in local, state, and national races. Mays has received the Illinois Association of Realtors Distinguished Member Award for Community Service, the Quincy Association of Realtors Outstanding Realtor Career Award, the Cathedral of Worship Vision Award, the Historic Quincy Business District's Award for Excellence in Downtown Revitalization, and many other awards. He and his wife Ann together have 6 children, 16 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. He still goes to work almost every day at Caldwell Banker Mays Real Estate and is still working to make great things happen in Quincy.
He's still got a 50-year plan. He's 88.